a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
As for us, is something good for the youths, those residents of the village as well. So, Mrs. Pearl, I'll start off with a very easy question, right? I just want to know a little bit of the backstory of the academy itself. What motivated you to start this academy in Plymouth?
Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, and the world at large. The motivation came about as a result of villagers, past students, elderly people coming to me and to the representative of the area and asking for if I could only get another chance, another opportunity, I will do well. If I could only get a chance to go back to school. You see these children that wasting the government's time. If I had that opportunity, I will make good on it. And so from time to time, you hear people telling you, one boy came up to me, a gentleman came up to me and he said, Miss, you see, I measured this thing. I don't know how to calculate it, you know. He said he needs help. He has to call on someone to help him. So all of these things coupled with a prophetic word I got in 2007 and another prophetic word from my apostle last year that I would be opening a school, so to speak, to help people. And then another pastor said the same thing. So that is how this academy was birthed.
So it was through spiritual means, it was through a request from your villagers. Being an educator yourself, you decided to take it upon yourself to open this academy, to give them another chance, to give those in school at present the opportunity to excel forward, be ahead of the class, yes?
Truth be told, it is a combination of both, but I put Almighty God first because the word came and then the people came and now it has been rolled out.
Right.
Last night we had our official launch.
Yes. All right. So now that we know that the academy has been started and the launch, yes, you said was last night. We'll get straight into the meat of the matter, if so to speak, right? So when do classes start and where will the classes be held? What days? What times do classes start?
Classes will be starting on Monday and classes will be held on a Monday to Thursday schedule. And yes, last week one teacher decided in giving back to the community, because the whole program is based on giving back to the community. Teachers have committed their time and she said she cannot commit during the week, but she will do so on a Saturday. That is literature in drama. We will be using the literature, the topics taught, and the drama will be put into it. So you dramatize the topic or the lessons that are taught, that will be taught. And it is a different slant, a slant that is needed in society. It brings a greater understanding to the student because you would teach them the topic and then you would go on and you will test them. Sometimes they do not fully understand, and I believe that is one of the reasons why we have so much failure in literature per se, and the English language. So when we add the drama into it, it is going to give them, some of them, a visual understanding. And so they would learn the capacity to learn, the desire to learn, because it is more practical, would be greater, and we expect that the pass rate will increase. But you know what I want to mention? It's that the system focuses on pass rate. Plymouth Academy of Opportunities wants to focus mainly on life, how to live life, not only success rate. Because what happens is that you may have certain abilities not in line with the academics, but it may be a skill. And so what we want to focus on is getting the people involved, not only in academics, because we are all inclusive. We want to get everybody whose desire is to come to the academy to be able at the end succeed in their venture, whether it's a skill or whether it is academic. So we're not leaving anybody out. So we are catering for fourth formers, third formers, the elderly, young people who would have missed the opportunity. You might have gotten pregnant at school and you couldn't finish. We embrace you. But and life skill is very important. I realize that the time is limited.
It is.
I also have right now Dr. Agatha Carrington, who will speak on how this Plymouth Academy of Opportunities, how it will impact the environment, the community, and the nation at large.
All right, so thank you. While we are getting Miss Carrington ready to speak to us on our last question, I see that Mrs. Carrington has already joined us. Good morning, Dr. Agatha Carrington.
Pleasant morning to you. Pleasant morning to Plymouth and environs.
All right, so before we go to Miss Carrington, we just want Miss Alman George to just give us a highlight of what is offered at the Academy. You mentioned drama, but I know you offer a wide range of the CSEC subjects. So we're just asking you to touch on those, and then we'll go into our last question for this morning.
We offer the Academy English language, mathematics, human and social biology, English literature, EDPM, electronic document preparation and management, office administration, Spanish, conversational Spanish, information technology, economics, art and design, social studies.
And a wide
Among-
range. Yes, a wide
We
range.
also offer short courses, reading
Yes.
for meaning, elements of computing system, entrepreneurship, as I mentioned before, I think, a religious education, which was added because this program was birthed not only by the people who require, help, Almighty God.
Yes, of
So
course.
I will be teaching that segment of it.
All right. That is the religious education part of
Yes.
it. All right. Thank you, Mrs. George. So, Miss Carrington, Miss Dr. Agatha Carrington, welcome again. So, my last question to you both, I'll give you all the opportunity to answer. What is the overall aim or the generalized goal of the Academy from the both of you, as you would have had a very big contribution to this Academy itself?
Let me just
If I
start
may
by
say-
saying,
Sorry.
Dr. Carrington will go. Go
All right.
ahead.
Go ahead, Dr. Carrington.
All right. So this is an important investment in the people of Plymouth and environs, because this academy would serve as a sort of platform for knowledge sharing and intergenerational learning, if I may say, because experienced individuals will be able to pass on their expertise to the younger generation, thereby preserving valuable skills and traditions. Apart from that, this investment in skills development is important in today's environment, because with the rapidly changing job markets and so on, we want persons to acquire new skills. And for those who do not yet or didn't have the opportunity to pursue formal education, there's a second chance, as it were, to be able to acquire those skills. Another important area I want to mention is the matter of civic engagement. what this academy is going to do is to encourage and there's the opportunity for civic engagement of our citizens, because as that happens, they will have more advocacy and will be able to engage much more in what's happening in the community. The area I'm particularly interested in is the one of health and well-being, because not because it is just my own discipline, but because we want to pursue health and wellness, healthier lifestyles, better mental and physical well-being for a community, thereby producing a healthier Plymouth. Those are important areas for us, and this investment is going to do that. But the long-term impact, I think, is the transformative kind of outcome that we would see, because as more persons become educated and reskilled, the entire community will benefit, and we see a much more sustainable change in our community. So this is a great investment um, in the future of our young people and our community as a whole.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Carrington. And for Miss Alman George, you said that you wanted to thank a few people for their contributions to your academy. So we'll wrap up with that. Your thanks, and of course to your teachers and your sponsors to the academy. As Dr. Carrington would have mentioned, it's a good investment. So we see where the sponsors will step in.
But before I say thank you to our sponsors, I just want to note our vision, our motto, and our mission statements. The vision at Plymouth Academy of Opportunities is to be a leading educational institution that empowers individuals to seize opportunities, fulfill their potential, and make a positive impact in their communities, nationally and globally. Our mission is to create a brighter, more inclusive future where every individual, regardless of their past academic experiences, through personalized attention, innovative teaching methods, and a supportive learning environment, is empowered to believe in themselves, overcome challenges, and embrace the opportunities that await them. Our motto is creating opportunities and securing a brighter future.
All right, then.
So let me
go into your thanks. We're wrapping up now. We're a bit pressed for time, but we're hoping that in the future you can join us to just give us a update on how your academy is going and everything. So before we finish off, we'll just have your vote of thanks to your sponsors and your teachers.
Okay, I would love to thank the 18 teachers who have committed their time to work at the academy. I would also like to thank our sponsors, and I want to name a few. I want to name, would like to name Rapid Response. My God, they jumped out. Guys AutoZone, they contributed tremendously. Patrick Parks, Mr. Christian Tam, who rolled out desks and chairs and said he is in it with us. I want to thank Miss Linda Louis. I want to thank all those who helped in preparing, the Plymouth Community Center, the Plymouth Anglican School, and the Bethesda Multipurpose Center. There is where our classes will be hosted,
right,
from 4:30 to 5:30, and we will also have a 7 to 9 class.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So we're wrapping up now. For those of you just joining us, we are here with Mrs. Pearl Alman George, the founder of Plymouth Academy of Opportunities, and we were joined by Dr. Carrington, who also plays a major role in the contribution to the Opportunity Academy. Yes, for further information, because our interview was a bit short, for further information on the Plymouth Academy of Opportunities, please feel free to contact 1-868-326-0851 or 373-3396. Thank you very much for viewing, and for those who are still with us, we encourage you to share the live, share the live, share the live.